Painting day in Matunuck. Heading up Matunuck Schoolhouse Road. Oh, there's my shadow. Hi, everybody. And looking forward to a beautiful morning. I'm heading up to what's called the South Kingstown Land Trust. South Kingstown Land Trust, and it is a beautiful preserve of land. Here's some of the fields. So I start migrating up here in the fall. It's not fall yet. Leaves will change, but I start heading up here. And a little slower than those bicyclists up there. Here's some of our fields over here, so let's take a look around, see where I can start painting around here. Oh, it's this time of year. The geese are starting to come down. I have a large canvas today. It's a 18 by 28, and right now this is about as late as I'll start in the morning. But I have a group of painters joining me today. Monday's palette, so I start at a reasonable time for them. Not too late. Look at that tree starting to turn over there. Well, early September. This is when it all starts to happen. Change of seasons. All right, I'm approaching my parking lot. I'll pick up later. All right, here I am on the fields and riding around looking for a place to park paint. That looks nice. I did a watercolor of this. That's beautiful. And I think I'll head dog walkers. We'll head over here on the other side of the. Okay, I've arrived. I'm having analysis paralysis. Haven't figured out what I want to do here yet. Here's the canvas. There's all my junk piled up on the cart, the bike, and let's see. Well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I like the subject of these trees right here. And, you know, it's kind of like an easy composition. I kind of like this over here, which is these trees over here. I like working the shade across. And you got this beautiful linear line of a stone wall going across. For people who love detail, that birdhouse would be pretty cool if you dig detail. So I'm kind of thinking this right here, this composition right here. It's kind of like you know, it's a nice kind of classic golden mean kind of composition. So I'm kind of framing it, and this is what I do. I use my finger and just kind of frame things. So I could get more sophisticated with using phones and stuff like that for which I do sometimes, but I usually paint on a hand, so I like this. I'm going to use this as my kind of like my focal point, and then work my way back there. I have my boots and long pants because when you're painting in tall grass or anywhere where there's grass, there are going to be ticks. So for you people out there painting in flip-flops, unless you're on sand, not the best idea for these kind of environments. So I'm going to be sticking my old ripped up pants, but I'll be sticking my my pants in my socks and trying to keep the ticks at bay. All right, bring the bike over and start packing, unpacking. Falling apart easel. So up here, got my chair set up. Paints. Spilled my coffee all over the sweatshirt, so that's out drying. My 20-pound weight This, my friends, is the secret to successful outdoor painting. Oh, yeah, don't be fooled. That styrofoam cup has been used many times. I got my organic coffee in there. I just reuse and reuse until it falls apart. And here's my scene. Got myself set up, and as you can see, my first bunch of paint all over myself. I've got my 20-pound weight holding the easel down because the wind is starting. Got my umbrella up. That just keeps my light consistent. Paint boxes are here. Got a couple palette knives. Cheapo white paint because I ran out of my good stuff. And some nice colors here. There's my latest favorite palette knife. So I'll start with this palette knife right here, or the palette. So this is about a week old right here, so it's kind of skinning over a little bit. So let's plop some on there, get started properly. The way you start painting is not thinking about the big money. Let's see, I'm trying to do this one-handed. The way to paint is not thinking about the big money you just spent on your tubes of paint and just getting them out, plopping them out. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be tickling and conserving, and you know, part of being an artist is not having limitations. You know, there's the whole argument about contemporary art, which I love. There's some artists I follow very faithfully, but I just really love traditional art media. That's what wakes me up in the morning. Nice tubes of paint, glopping it on, getting messy. That's what does it for me. That's what wakes me up in the morning. All right. So we have plopped some of this on. Now, where'd my palette knife go? I just lose it. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so let's start toning the canvas. Whoops. Start toning the canvas. And I just mix right on the canvas. Kind of got this I'm working a pretty large. Actually, I'm going to use this Winsor Newton right here. It's already better than the cheapo. I bought two things from Michael's because I didn't have time to get my nice colors from order them from Jerry. So I got this tube of Winsor Newton and bought this. This was a cheapo Gamblin, and right off the bat, I don't like the cheapo Gamblin. I'm a big Gamblin fan, but I don't like the cheapo stuff. So it's for cheapo paint. This Winsor Newton is pretty good. All right, so let's just get this spread around, and then we'll pick up afterwards. Oops, just put a big blob of paint on my phone. All right, here's my setup. Wind is starting to kick in. I think my umbrella is on its last legs here. Traded in for another lost and found beach umbrella at the house. I got some paint going, and I managed to put myself right in a little patch of poison ivy here, which I didn't notice until I set up. So now it's like, forget it. This is it. So there's the palette, and now I'm starting to work some color onto the canvas. Here is my update. We have some painters that are joining us over here. I am working the lower part now with this. So I'm working this part. We got a lot of nice red here, so it's really interacting nicely with the green that I'm putting on it. And here's my tree. Here's my piles of paint that I'm working on the canvas. All my piles there. Here's our subject matter, and we'll keep going.